Hello everyone, welcome to Arsenal FCB. Wherever you're watching from, we're glad to have you. New season is a couple of weeks away, and we don't have a striker, and it's very frustrating. The striker that we want is Julian Alvarez. Atletico de Madrid does not want to negotiate with FC Barcelona. He has requested for them. They say we'll see you on the 10th of August when he resumes for preseason. Now, when you look at the market, it's no longer like the days that we had a lot of strikers in the market that you can go and spend your money, decent money on. Now, if you want to spend that money on those kind of strikers now, you cannot pay that price that you paid for those previous strikers because these strikers are even limited. Maybe you can name few. You cannot talk about Harry Kane. Bayern will not negotiate. Erling Haaland, it's untouchable. Victor Osimhen, you have to spend a lot of money on Victor Osimhen. Now, the other strikers that we have that these clubs are asking for they're asking for a huge amount of money on. These are the strikers that they are starting for their club, but the numbers that they've put in, these are the numbers that Ferran Torres has given you coming from the bench. And this is where FC Barcelona fans are forgetting how decent this guy is. They're forgetting the numbers he's putting coming from the bench. Now, if we don't get our hands on Julian Alvarez, I think we still have Karim Medellin. He's a recent signing that who can play wide and he can play as a number nine and he's quick, pacey, direct, and he scores goals as well. And he presses a lot. And this is what Hansi Flick wants, of course. And Ferran Torres give you that as well. So if we don't get our hands on Julian Alvarez, I think maybe instead of constantly looking for a striker that is not even available in the market, we should think about going to strengthen our defensive line because there's a lot of questions being raised at our defensive line over the previous season and we've not yet come with answers. Pau Kubasi is very decent, had a very good walk-up, but he needs a defensive partner. So this is what we should be thinking about right now if we don't get our hands on the striker. But I understand the transfer market is not yet over. There's still time. So Alvarez is not reported yet. If you get our hands on Alvarez, fine. We don't get our hands on Alvarez, we work with what we have. We have a very good squad. It's not like we're lacking anything. Of course, we have a decent squad now. And these days, when you look at the market, you look at the clubs, everybody's just managing what they have because the talent's limited now. It's just hype everywhere, but then the result on the pitch is quite few. So we just have to wait and see what happens when the transfer market ends. But it's interesting times ahead. Stay tuned for more. See you.